Hello students. In today's section, we discuss about image formed by the plane mirrors. Okay. Before starting this video, okay, please watch the video of previous section. There we discuss about characteristics of the image. Okay, those are very important for this class. Understand? Now, generally objects are exist in two ways. One is point object, another one is extended object. Point object is denoted by some dot. The rays from the point object are always in the diverging manner. So how many rays may be emitted from this point source? Infinity number of rays will be coming. All rays are in the diverging manner. Diverging means they are spread more na. See, these are called as the point object. Or understand? From the point object, always the rays are in diverging manner. Now, for extended object. For extended object, every point on the surface of this extended object acts as a point object. So, if the line joining of all these point objects is called as an extended object. Okay, by taking point object and extended object, how the images is formed by the plane mirror we learn in this section. Is it clear? Now, first of all, we'd like to take one point object here, which is placed in front of a plane mirror. Okay, let us take two rays from the point object. Okay, whenever these rays are incident on the plane mirror, they are reflected back now. So this is one of the reflected ray, it is another reflected ray now. Observe, from the plane mirror, these reflected rays are in diverging manner. Okay, that's why if we extended these rays in backward direction, then these two are appears to meet at a point now. These rays are extended in backward direction, then they appears to meet at one point or not. This point is called as image. Okay, this is object and it is image. Here object is real object now, but image it is appears to meet, that's why it is called as virtual image. Understand? So for real object we get a virtual image from the plane mirror. Understand? Due to plane mirror we get a virtual image due to the real object. In similarly we can get the real image due to the virtual object. Understand? Now if you know the distance between the object and the plane mirror, let's suppose the distance is L. Then, according to the characteristics of the image, we said the image is also at the same distance from the mirror. Okay? Are you understand? If the object is at a distance of L from the plane mirror, then image is also formed at a distance of L behind the mirror. Is it clear? Now, let us see the next case. See, let it will be the object O. Okay, now the mirror is placed like this. Okay, which is at a distance of L from the plane mirror. Or understand? Now, where the image is located? No doubt, behind the mirror, the image is formed at a distance of L. Na? Okay, if it is the real object, then image is virtual or not. So, do one thing. Take two rays. This is the one ray and this is another ray, which are taken from the objective. Then from the plane mirror, these rays are reflected back now. Okay, to draw the ray diagram, the easiest way is just extended these rays like this. Are you understand? To draw the ray diagram, this is the best way. So this is one reflected ray, it is another reflected ray. Are you understand? So here, this is the virtual image. So for real object, we get the virtual image at a distance of L behind the mirror. Are you understand? Please note it down. Now, take a point object here, and this is the plane mirror. Okay, is it forms the image? No doubt, because see here, if you extended this plane mirror, just imagine here, then object is at a distance of L now. No doubt, image is also appears to meet at this point here. This is I. Understand? Now, from the point object, if you take area of light which is incident on the plane mirror, okay, which is reflected back now, and take another ray of light here, which is also reflected back. Better for ray diagram, what we said, just extended these rays. Is it clear? So these are reflected rays now. From the plane mirror, these two are reflected rays, and if you extended these rays, they appears to meet at this point or not. So this is virtual image, and this is the real object. Are you understand? So if our eye lies here, then we can't see the image. Why? Image is nothing but the intersection point of the reflected rays now. So they are appears to meet this point means if your eye is placed at this point, we can't see the image. If our eye lies here, then only we can see the image of this object. Understand? So wherever our eye is lies, that entire region is called as field of view. Okay. So what is a field of view? The field of view is nothing but the region in which we can see the image of an object. Understand? This entire region is called as the field of view. Okay. If our eye lies within that region only, we can see the image, otherwise not. Or understand? Draw the diagram. Okay. Now, take one extended object now. Let it name as AB, which is placed in front of a plane mirror. at a distance of L. We know plane mirror always forms a virtual image and the image is also erect we said. Erect means the same size image is formed here. There is no diminution in the size. Diminution means size is reduced. Enlarged or magnified means size increases. From plane mirror, we always got same size object, sorry, same size image of the object. Okay, and it is always erect. Erect means if the arrowhead is in this direction, then image also has the arrowhead in the same way. Then it is called as erect image. Are you understand? Now take few rays from the extended object. Understand? This is the one ray, and let us take this is the another ray. Whenever these rays are incident on the plane mirror, they are reflected back now. Okay, the easiest way what we said, this is the reflected ray of this one, and this is the reflected ray of this incident ray. Or understand? And every point on this extended object is acts as point object we said now. That's why if you take another incident ray here, which is falls normally onto the plane mirror. Okay, whenever a ray of light incident normally on the plane mirror, then we said angle of incidence is zero now. If angle of incidence is zero, from the loss of reflection, angle of reflection is also zero now. So the ray again reflected back in this direction. Similarly, if you take another ray here, this ray also incident on that plane mirror and reflected back again now. Now, these two are again if we extended in backward direction. Okay. So, all the reflected rays now converge at this point now. This is called as the virtual image. So, for real object, we get a virtual image which is erect. Understand? So images are always formed by the extended objects in this manner. Clear now? Please note it down. Sometimes clock is taken as the object. Okay, and it is placed in front of the plane mirror. The question asked is what is the time appears in the image shown by the plane mirror. Okay, so let us take one clock. Okay, here the numbers are just replaced by the lines only. Okay, this is the dial of clock. We know it contains the 2 minutes now. One is hour's hand, which is smaller one. Another one is longer one called as minute hand now. So what is the time shown now by this clock? It is 3 o'clock now. Or understand? Now this clock is placed in front of the mirror like this. Okay, for understanding purpose only, I draw the plane mirror in this way. But originally, this dial is in this way, parallel to the plane mirror. Or understand? Is it clear? Now, where the image is formed. See here. What we said, if suppose if you take this one as one extended object, which is a distance of L. Then in the image also we got the extended object now. Like this, we said plane mirror always forms a erect image. Now this is another extended object now. So here it is appears in this. So the time appears in the image of the clock is now 9 o'clock or not? Are you understand? So if the dial of clock shows 3 o'clock, then the image of this clock shows 9. Are you understand now? So the easiest way to solve this type of clock numericals, okay, there is a shortcut is present. What is the shortcut? The shortcut is nothing but the sum of the time shown by the clock and its image is always 12 o'clock. Whatever may be the time you take here, the image shown that some time now, that time and time shown by the clock, if you combine, that should be equal to the 12. Or understand? So if you add this 9 and 3, 9 plus 3 nothing but 12 or not. So 12 o'clock can be written as 12 hours is nothing but, you may written like this now. Okay, if suppose the question asking like this, the time shown is now 3 hour 25 minutes. Then what is the time shown in the image of the clock through the plane mirror? Okay, if the time given in hours and minutes, 12 hours can be written as 11 hours and 60 minutes now, because 60 minutes nothing but 1 hour or not, 1 hour plus 11 nothing but 12 hours coming or not, or understand? Now if suppose the time given like this, 4:35:22 seconds, then 12 hours can be written as 11 hours 59 minutes 60 seconds. Okay, 11 hours 59 minutes 60 seconds. Okay, let us see the three examples now. First of all, 3 o'clock now, so subtract the 3 from here. Then clock shows a time of 9 o'clock or not. The second time what we take, 3 hour 25 minutes. So if you take 3 hour 25 minutes, 5, 4, this is nothing but 11 minus 3, 8 now. So clock shows the time of 8 hours 45 minutes. Understand? The third one, if the time shown by the clock is 4 hour 35 minutes 22 seconds. 4 hours 35 minutes 22 seconds. If you subtract, then this is 8, 3, 4, 2 and 7. So 7 hours 24 minutes 38 seconds is shown by the image of the clock through the plane mirror. Or understand? So if the questions asked in any way of this manner, then answers are very easy if you take the sum of the time on the clock and time appears in the image of the clock through the plane mirror is 12 hours. Is always 12 hours. Or understand? Please note it down. Now this is a very important question, so many times asked in the objective examinations. The minimum size of the plane mirror required to see the full height of observer himself. Okay, what he was asking, the minimum size of the plane mirror to see full height of the observer. Okay, so here we may consider one observer. Okay, Observer is nothing but like this now. Now, for observer, in the easiest way, we take this is the head and these are eyes of that observer and feet of the observer will be appears here. Okay, now from head to the feet, height of the observer is taken as h. Or understand? Now, if you want to see the full image of this observer, what they ask, what is the minimum size of plane mirror is required. So, if the observer is standing in front of the plane mirror, he want to see his full image. Or understand? So, if you want to see his full image means no doubt the image is also have the same height now. So let us take this is the A and this is the point B. It is the C. Okay, what we said from the plane mirror, if the object is at a distance of L, then we know image is also at the same distance L behind the mirror now. So at the same distance L, we can observe the image. So here head. So here head is taken as A dash. Eyes that you take is B dash and feet that you take the C dash. So if you combine all these points, this is nothing but the virtual image of this observer. Right or wrong? So what is this height? This height is nothing but again h. Why? Because plane mirror always forms same size of the image like object and it is always erect now. Or understand? Now what we require? What is the minimum size of this mirror? For that, draw area from the head is reflected back to the eye. Okay, take another ray from the foot, it will be reflected back to the eye now. Then only I saw both head and the foot. Are you understand? Now we know it is one reflected ray and it is another reflected ray. Now these two reflected rays are extended in backward direction. Okay. So this forms the image now. Are you understand? Now take one more line here. Okay. Okay. Now this point is taken as some P. This point is taken as Q. And here the point is taken as R. Okay. Now properly see here. Here BPQ and BA dash B dash are two triangles now. This is A dash B dash. This is PQ. And this point is taken as B now. Okay. And we know the distance between B and Q is L. And we know the distance between B and B dash B and B dash is L plus L, 2L na. So observe the diagram. So these two triangles forms the similar triangles or not? Okay, for similar triangles we know corresponding sides are proportional na? So the corresponding sides in proportional means A dash B dash by PQ is equal to BB dash by BQ na. This is the formula for the similar triangles or not? Okay, corresponding sides are always in proportional in similar triangles na. That's why we can take this method. Okay, let from P to Q the distance is taken as x. Okay, let us find the value of A dash B dash. So A dash B dash by PQ nothing but x. BB dash value 2L by PQ value L. So L cancel. So what you got? A dash B dash is equal to 2x. So the distance from the A dash B dash is now you got 2x. Clear? Now let us see another way. This one. B Q R B B dash C dash. Okay. See, this is B dash C dash, and let Q and R distance is y. This is y, and this is the B. We know the distance between B and Q is L. C and C dash, B and B dash, nothing but 2L na. Now, BQR and B dash C dash forms a similar triangle or not? From similar triangles, we know the corresponding sides are in proportional. That's why B dash C dash by QR is equal to BB dash by BQ na. Okay, now do B dash C dash by QR is equal to BB dash by BQ. So B dash C dash by Y is equal to 2L by L. LL cancel. Then B dash C dash value what we got? 2Y. A dash B dash value got 2x. This is 2x and we got this is 2y. Okay? Understand? Now, see the total height now h is equal to 2x plus 2y now. From this diagram, h value how much? 2x plus 2y. It may written as h into x plus y or not. So what is x plus y? X plus y is the length of this mirror now. So x plus y is now equal to what? H by 2. Okay. So there is no need of this one. Do you understand? So the minimum height, the minimum size of the mirror required to see the full height of the observer himself is nothing but h by 2. Do you understand? So what we take here? We are observing one observer, okay, whose height is h. The distance between the head and eyes is taken as AB, and between the eyes and feet it is taken as BC. Total height is taken as h. We know from the properties of the plane mirror, characteristics of the plane mirror, if object is at a height h, then we required to see the full height means observe the image is also at the same height h now. Okay, they are asking what is the minimum size of the mirror now. Minimum size. So to form the minimum size, what we considered? Two similar triangles. One is BPQ, another one is BA dash B dash. From that we found this distance as 2x and another two triangles BQR and BB dash C dash, we can get the value of 2y. Height of that image is h, we know. So h is equal to 2x plus 2y. So the minimum size required to see the full image of an object is h by 2. If you take more than that, there is no problem, but minimum height is required. Okay, understand now? Please note it down. Now, the next question, it is also very important. A man standing exactly at center of the hall. Okay, he want to see image of his backside wall in a mirror. So within a room, he was stand exactly at center of the room. Okay, he want to see the backside wall image. Okay, then find the minimum size of the mirror required to see the full image of the back wall. Or understand? So let us see the diagram for this one, play diagram. So here man standing exactly at center of the hall. So let this distance is taken as some d. Okay. Exactly center means the distance between the mirror and the person is also d na. Okay. Now he want to see the back wall by using the plane mirror which is hanging on the front wall. So this is on the wall there. Okay. If you want to see the entire image of this wall, we know if the object is a distance of 2D, then we know image is also formed at a distance of 2D or not. So at a distance of 2D, we required a image of this wall. Okay, let the height of this wall is taken as h. Then this height is also h now. Or understand? Now listen carefully. If you want to see the full image of this wall, a ray of light taken from the wall end, it is reflected back to the eye. Okay, take another ray of light from here. Which is again reflected back to the eye now. Okay, this is one reflected ray and it is another reflected ray. Now these two rays are extended in back direction. These reflected rays are extended in the backward direction. Then it is called as virtual image now. Okay, now we would like to find what is the minimum height required of this mirror. So let this will be taken as some PQ. Okay, it is taken as IE. Okay, now if it is AB, then it is taken as A dash B dash. Clear now? Now properly see the diagram. Here EPQ and EA dash B dash are two triangles now. These are called as similar triangles or not? For similar triangles, what we know? The sides are always in proportional now. That's why you can take A dash B dash by PQ is equal to from here to here. What is the distance? E A dash B dash. Verify. This height is h now. So from here to here, they are asking. The distance is now what? 2D plus D. 3D by this distance. This distance is called D now. This distance is called D or not? So D. So D and D cancel. We want PQ now. So PQ is nothing but A dash B dash by 3. A dash B dash is nothing but H. So the PQ value required is H by 3. Are you understand? So if the person stands exactly at the center of the hall, he want to see the full image of the backside wall in a mirror which is hanging in front of the wall. Then what is the minimum size of the mirror required to see the full image of this wall? H by 3. Or understand? So H by 2 is the minimum size of the mirror required to see the full image of a person. H by 3 is the minimum size of the mirror required to see the backside wall if the person standing exactly at middle. Okay, if the person is not standing exactly at middle, for suppose the person standing at a distance called L, okay, which is not exactly at middle, then again you take the similar triangles. From similar triangles, now the distance becomes 2D plus, sorry, from here to here. What is the distance now? D plus L now. So D plus L plus L. So what we got here? D plus 2L by this distance here. They given the values, those values if you substituted, you can get the answer. Are you understand? If exactly the person stands at the middle, then only you can use the formula of H by 3. Otherwise, draw the ray diagram and take the similar triangles like this. Then you got the exact size required for see the full image. Okay? Please note it down. Thank you.